Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our 190 Expanded Liu Bei Let's Play as we continue here for episode 2 from turn 8 in the winter season of 191. So last time we got started, we started our expansion by going north, but we eventually traded the port at Bohai to Yuan Shao to make a friend. And we're going to focus our energy down south to take care of the Yellow Turban, because most of our missions from the Path to Unity involves the counties that take up the Qing province and the Shu province. Our army is resting. I need to remember to send Liu Bei to the front, and if we give him flexibility, that actually might make things a little bit easier, because part of the reason why we have Guan Yu leading is because the extra replenishment is very helpful. Or we can go for Nature's Ally. It's a very good passive buff because it now has the 15 point of hit chance, which is amazing. In addition to the morale boost and speed boost. We can also get one more assignment pretty soon. So I think this is the right path to take. And we'll try to get him to rank 5, which I think also completes one of the missions. We're trying to time the building here. So the income just popped, which is a bit awkward because this is about to end. I think I'm going to just keep the income going because it does double our industry income, which is quite useful. And we're going to just pay the extra turn as well as the extra money to finish the upgrade here, since we do have food now to sustain our upgrade. I think the farmland is going to be slightly better than the trade port. Also, this exposes us to potential attacks from Gongsun Zan, who's a pretty aggressive faction. So we'll leave them alone, and I think we'll just end turn here. Alrighty, fighting out west. Dongzhuo's gonna die soon because the Delta event did trigger. Gongsun Zan's busy fighting. We have a new challenge to take control of Donghai. Pretty good reward. We'll definitely be doing it. And we will be aiding Tao Qian. So we're in 192. And this part of the story historically is Liu Bei was first summoned south because Kongrong was getting attacked by Yellow Turbans, and he sent a messenger to Liu Bei asking for help. That messenger is Taishi Ci, who we did not recruit. Taishi Ci is a fellow from the north who is one of these sort of local strongman, pretty reputable, and just kind of came to Kongrong's aid to be the messenger to fight his way out of the Yellow Turban siege. And we went there, we helped Kongrong out, and while we were there, Liu Bei's reputation grew. And when Tao Qian needed help after getting attacked by Cao Cao, Tao Qian also asked Liu Bei for help. So we're going to declare war against Cao Cao for Tao Qian, and we'll follow the story here. As for the origin of this war between Tao Qian and Cao Cao, the straw that broke the camel's back is the death of Cao Cao's father, Cao Song, who was killed. There's so many different versions of the story that we don't really know which one is the true version. Most likely, Tao Qian had an indirect hand in this. Even if you minimize to the most favorable version, is Tao Qian didn't do enough to help protect Cao Cao's father. And to be honest, there's no reason for Tao Qian to do that, because even before this, Cao Cao and Tao Qian were fighting on the borders as Cao Cao was trying to expand into Tao Qian's territory. So they were not on good terms. There's no reason why Tao Qian had to protect Cao Song. Just whether he was directly involved in killing Cao Song or not, that's up in the air. We just don't know this because there's like 3 different versions. Some versions have him killing Cao Song at Cao Song's home. Some versions have the guard that Tao Qian sent betrayed Cao Song because that guard used to be Yellow Turban. Cao Song was so loaded, super rich, corrupt official. Cao Song's adopted father, Cao Teng, was a very powerful eunuch, one who helped the emperor, the one we mentioned who plotted in the bathroom with his eunuch to overthrow the regent, Liu Zhi. He's the emperor who empowered those eunuchs, and Cao Teng, Cao Song's adopted father, was actually the one who picked Liu Zhi to become the emperor. That might sound really far-fetched, but what really happened was, at the time the previous emperor died, there was no son. This happened a lot in the Eastern Han Dynasty, so they had to pick a distant relative. there was quite a few suitable princes who were available, and Liu Zhi being one of them was being kind of assessed by the Empress Dowager. It would be Empress Dowager Liang. Now, Liu Zhi was someone that Empress Dowager Liang actually knew before when he was a little bit younger, because she had helped pick his wife. She had married her own sister, younger sister, younger by a lot of years, to Liu Zhi, because she felt Liu Zhi was quite talented as a prince. So this played a big role in the reason why she picked Liu Zhi to be sort of the next emperor. And the person she went to sent to the princedom to check on Liu Zhi to see if he's suitable was the eunuch Cao Teng. And when Cao Teng came back after visiting two such princes, he said Liu Zhi would be the better prince to be under control. And that kind of played into why the Empress Dowager ended up picking him. So Cao Teng played a huge role in that. And that goes to show how powerful Cao Teng was. And through that relationship, Cao Song had a very cushy political career, had a lot of money, people gave him a lot of connections. And by the time that Cao Song was retiring, which is what happened now, Cao Song first paid the emperor, Emperor Liu Hong, who was really into selling government positions for large sums of money. 10x, 4x the annual salary of those positions. You had to pay those prices to get that position. And what he did is he paid, I believe, 5 million in terms of copper coins, the Wuzhu coins, to the emperor for one of the Grand Excellency positions. And once he got the post, he stayed on the job for 6 months and then promptly resigned so that the emperor can sell the position again. So he basically paid a $5 million bribe to make the emperor happy, and then retired. And when he retired, he went back to his hometown, but then his troubled son, Cao Cao, came to him and said that he wants to be a hero and wants to rebel against Dongzhuo. And Cao Song's like, I don't want to invest our family's future in what essentially is a rebel, right? So Cao Cao is trying to lead a rebellion. Like, we call it the coalition because Dongzhuo ultimately died and failed, but if Dongzhuo stayed in power, this group led by Cao Cao and Yuan Shao would just be a group of youthful gentry rebels that failed. But historically, that's not what happened. But Cao Cao didn't want anything to do with it, so he wasn't going to pay Cao Cao any money to start this rebellion. You're on your own. And what he did is he took his other son, Cao De, Cao Cao's younger brother, and I believe they had another younger brother as well who didn't have his name recorded in history. And they left Xu, which is where Cao Cao's from, and he went to his friend, the Prince of Langya, who is a close family friend of the Cao clan, and went to go live with that prince. So this princedom happened to fall under the jurisdiction of Tao Qian, who is the governor of this entire province, which is why when Cao Cao, had success, became a warlord, became the prefect of the Yan province, and started to expand his way towards Tao Qian, there's friction here, and the prince that was a family friend for Cao Song had just died. So Cao Song sort of lost his protection and decided that he was going to take the family wealth and travel north towards Taishan, and then take the route through the Yellow River to rejoin his son, who could now protect him. But on the way, he died. And all the money, obviously, was taken, which is why Cao Cao is even, more angry at the situation, because that's basically his family wealth that's not coming back to him. His younger brothers also died in this, massacre here. But then to repay the favor, Cao Cao basically looted dozens of cities to the point where he had to basically massacre the city. That's just the excuse, essentially. Cao Cao had just taken in the Qingzhou units, the former Yellow Turbans, and he had no means to pay them. So allowing them to loot and kill and rape the cities that were taken was sort of Cao Cao's way of keeping his army happy. We do get our adopted son, and how old is he in this setup? We have a strong son being born to Zhang Fei as well. I'm guessing he's just born? Yeah, okay. Liu Feng. Liu Feng was adopted. The reason being Liu Bei didn't have a son and he was very old already. Liu Bei was, I mean, at this point he's 30, but he's going to be approaching, 40s without a son. So adopting Liu Feng was sort of the natural choice. Adoptions were quite common, as in the case of Cao Cao's father, adopted by a eunuch. Now, I believe they were of the same clan, most likely one of Cao Song's brother's kid. That's a very common practice. I think we are going to make our way over here, race him along the way. I mean, we could take the land path and take one more turn of healing. Maybe even 2 more turn of healing if we go here and then cross over here. It's a little bit slower, about the same speed as him. If we want to rush, we would go this way. And if we're in the water already, we might as well sail. Okay, so the good news is it's just Pei Shao, not much. There's no walls on a tier 3 large town, so all good news for us. Second spring, let's see. I don't need these. There's nothing super, I guess we could take the construction cost discount early. This is a path that I usually never take in the base game because it's not these bonuses, but they have been shifted. And now if we take them early, it's 15% construction cost for the entire game and 50% building upkeep, which helps with our farm, for example, which does have an upkeep cost. Trying to figure out what path we want to take with this. There's another 5% recruitment cost, but we already have our first army. We're not going to get a second army for a while. One more available army group is nice, but we need a conscription building, which we don't have. We don't need food anymore. Green building upgrade. We're not going to build anything green for a bit. So I don't see a lot of options. We don't have a port, so we can't get this. And this is a change from the base game. These have been all touched up a little bit. I don't think we need to settle for public order either. Trying to see what they lead to. Okay. I might be convinced this actually might be the most helpful thing for us at the moment, because we just don't have a lot of base income to boost percentages. So let's do this. The biggest cost is going to be construction. And we're only going to be building more things as the game progresses. That 5% kicks in right now. We can, save a little. These secondary buildings. Ultimately, especially here, it's probably this. They changed these. It used to be a food and income trade-off. Now it's public order income and food trade-off. I kind of like this. So this is like a defensive one. This one's like army growth plus a little bit of replenishment. But this ultimately would be what we want. And since we don't have the cost coming, the public order hit from the tax section, we can probably tank 12 points, especially in the late game. But right now, I think we do settle for this. All right, let's get that going. Zheng Fei, Mao Jie. Well, Mao Jie worked for Cao Cao historically, so I don't think we'll be grabbing him. Hou Xuan, I think, worked for Liu Bu. Han Sui, another one of the Sui Riders. Never mind, he's another one of the Sui Riders. I'm thinking of someone else. Zheng Fei, strict landlady. "19 years young." I think we're gonna hold out for Lady Mi if possible. All right, so pretty straightforward. We have not much to do here except for travel across. And here comes the schemes. Good thing we don't have a trade agreement. That's one thing we did lose when Han Fu got absorbed. Okay, I mean, no one likes Ren Shu anyways. When we take a piece here in the south, maybe we can set up a trade deal with someone else. We had the boost. It's going to hit over 60 and we get a better value. We're going to wait for that. Oh, this is going to become worse, so we should sign this now. Maybe some cash? So it's about 30, 39. Can we get 400 out of this? I doubt it. Yep. Alright, sounds good. He's a vassal to Yuan Shao, so if he declares war on us, he can drag him in, so we might as well sign that deal. So next turn we flip to Liu Bei to do this attack. Make sure we remember. Yang Biao. Yang Xiu's dad? One of the Grand Excellencies, another very famous clan. Yang clan, same tier. I would say they're actually higher tier than even the Yuan clan. I think this is another Liu Yan's son. Eagle Eye Reconnoitre. Jiarong. Even though we need a strategist, I think we'll play it historically where nobody just doesn't get one. And we'll just continue here. Oh, Coron popping out with the damage army. He must have fought one of them. Dongzhuo is dead. He just can't decide where he wants to go. I think we just take this delegate. There's nothing here. Perfect. Burst of Unity, temporary food boost. Okay, we get our small city upgrade. That'd be good timing to use this in multiple counties. We get an uncommon talent. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's literally a random talent. Okay. So we'll take the item. Good administrator item, actually. They changed the bonuses on this. And it's the bookkeeper set. Oh, it's even better. Okay. But we're going to fire her. Because we really don't need her. We're going to banish her. Oh, it's not considered connected? We have the ferry connection, though. Right, so capital ferry to Le'an into Beihai, and that's still not considered tradable? Let's take the port. I think once we take this, then they should definitely consider us having it. Yuan Shao has an opening. Okay, we'll take this one first. Only 0.7. We have a temporary food boost, so it's not gonna last. I guess we could do away with one of these, since most of our characters have legitimate weapons. The problem is we also don't have our current per turn cash deal available. Probably could be a lot better. We can gamble and say that he might still have it in 3 turns when our current deal ends. And maybe we can get him then. One more turn is over 60. This number should jump up. And we should get a better deal next turn. Okay, so we're not gonna do much. We're gonna wait for this to activate the building bonus. Oh, I like the Yellow Turban drinking house. I think we keep that for now. We don't need the school. It does provide a culture income that could get interesting. It's not terrible. I'm leaning toward demolishing this and putting our tax building. Just makes more sense, being a free building. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna play it. Alright, let's continue. Alrighty, during the end turn we got attacked by Zhengjiang, who I believe is over here. So this is a new event from the mod. Liu Bei, who was the prefect of the Yan province, fights Yellow Turban, the Qingzhou group, gets killed. After he gets killed, Bao Xin, who told Liu Bei to not go and fight the Qingzhou, needed to find a new protector for the Yan province and suggested for Cao Cao to take over. And this is how Cao Cao got his first province. And then in the fight afterwards, where Cao Cao fought the Qingzhou units, Bao Xin died in the fight. Yep, that's actually what happens. So Cao Cao becomes our neighbor. Things are pretty active here. I think he showed up before. We didn't want him then. We don't want him now. So with enemies on this side right away, I mean, his unit's not going to be here, so it's fine. Unless he also inherits their army, which might be the case. We really want this, but we have to trespass to get there. I don't think he's going to give us this, so we're just going to make him hate us. Which is a bit unfortunate. We lost Yuan Shao's trade as well. If we rough it through the forests... I didn't switch to Liu Bei again. I'm never going to remember that. Double stack. Okay. Zhao Yun has leveled up. He's going to be our first administrator, so we want to get the skills on the bottom here. I might even deck him out for the administrator role. We need a stone rat, not a clay rat, I believe. Yeah, slightly different item. We can build this because it's 2 turns, which lines up perfectly with the Pingyuan completion. That's going to be a hard take. They're going to come fight us, hopefully. Yeah. Alright, we do get this battle. Does he give them stock? He does not. Okay, so the mod did fix this, or change this. We're not fighting an invisible army. That's the good news. Alrighty, so they definitely have more troops than we will like. And we're gonna basically have to use our generals well to win this. Might want to keep them sort of together with the troops, because we do have this new passive that's actually super good, to the point where I probably give up the dueling opportunity here, because this is not a battle that is easy for us to win. So I want to keep Liu Bei with the Nature's Ally around most of our units. They'll be flanking out probably from this side. And then the cavalry will kind of go out together from the hill and come crash down. Let's see how this works. They're going to be coming towards us. Some of these abilities are annoying. I feel like maybe we want Zhang Fei to go kill Guan Hai. But if we want Zhang Fei to do something like that, we probably want to give him like a hit rate advantage with Liu Bei around. Maybe we'll do it when they get closer so Liu Bei can still stay here and pass the bonus to the units. I mean, their job is basically pursuing any routed units. Okay, they are hidden. Their job is to help us kill the range. Right, there's a cavalry right there. Okay, if they're not gonna move up and they're just gonna shoot at us, that's not what we want. Get him killed. I mean, Liu Bei's range is pretty big. Like, we can be here. Alright, they're charging, good. They're still on their horseback bounce around phase. Dismount and kill. Okay. Go back. Relax. Yeah, should be a pretty quick kill here. Crash into that. Leap out. You guys fight that. Use your ability. Give everyone unbreakable. Cavalry flank that. Charge out. Pick him off while he's on his horse. Yeah, more invisible units. I think just from surprise attack, though. Alright, Alright, Huang Shao is down.
敌将已被我军
Their
斩
general's
了。
down. Chase him down.
做好准备。准备好了，杀！
While you perform some abilities here, be nice. We're all jammed up in here, which is not what we want. Let's see if we can pull one away.
敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
Okay, be careful. Don't overcommit. Oh, it's almost impossible to charge into the range like this. Okay, we're gonna make contact. We shut down some of them. Let's see, you're gonna help take this guy out. Jumpy, get back on your horse.
长剑在手。
This one's a mess. Let's see if we can help over here. Try to kill the chanter.
妖臣古蛇如此，他不是在自取其辱。
Okay, we're gonna focus on this side first.
骑兵上马。
Get these guys out. Yeah. Take this fight. I think this is one that we win. Okay, we're gonna all focus right here. Get him killed first.
一群懦夫。
You over here, you stay on that. Keep pulling this cavalry unit away. They're chasing them, which is good use of their time. He got pulled apart too much. That's fine. Finish this off. Finish this off. Finish this off. Continue to peel them away. Next boost. See if we can get the cavalry to go over here. Sword unit. Spear unit. Just trying to get everyone on the right target. Well, he's still very healthy. We're fine here. They're buying time. Alright, don't overchase. Don't overchase. Alright, he can now go look for a target. They're all spear over here, which is a little bit annoying. Let's crash into this. Try to help them win the fight over here. You stay. You stay. We'll stay too. Alright, got the win here. They're still holding decently. Pull them back. Pull them back. Regroup. Charge the Yellow Sky Herald. Alright, now we're gonna focus over here. See if we can start with the peasants. Oh, they already cracked before we got there. Then we're gonna go for the next weakest unit. Alright, we got this. They freed up too. I see the army loss. Alright, we want to chase. We absolutely want to chase here. As many kills as we can. Zhao Fei's still on his horse, I think. See if we can mount. I think we we voluntarily dismounted. We can still get back. Make sure you have a target. Make sure you have a target.
真懦夫也。
Got fatigue chasing. That's okay. As many as we can. It's over. Alright. They still will get the garrison, so the follow-up fight's going to be very difficult. Hopefully we capture a few, execute a few. Probably want the item.
让他们死得体面一些。
3% replenishment versus 3 points of unity. Okay, so one thing about unity from character is okay, so we have characters who are not very high satisfaction, which is actually tanking it for us. I'm gonna take this because we have a follow-up fight. We can pull their garrison out. I don't know if I want this deal with you. It would make you friendly to us. We just wouldn't be able to trade with Coral until later. Ooh, super friendly. He must have lost his army to be this 16 points. I mean, obviously not everything, but I'm guessing this is going to be a hefty amount. It's decreased quite fast. 53 is the trade value. My god. Here, how about we'll sign a non-aggression. I'll trade with someone else. The trade value, he just doesn't have any resources. Is way too low. This is worth more than the trade that he was offering. Yeah, now we can hit this army and drag them out with the garrison. Try to score our kill that way. I think they took their turn after Coral, or else Coral could have came here and took our hard work away from us. Zhao Yun joins. Technically, when Liu Bei comes to help with Tao Qian, Liu Bei borrows Zhao Yun from Gongsun Zan as a cavalry captain. Okay, because now we know that yellow tier satisfaction drops our unity by 2 points each, I'm guessing. We'll try to avoid this situation as much as we can. So I'm assuming if we fire him, it's going to be -6 unity. Nothing special. Ooh, background is pretty special. 10% corruption. We're one of the few factions who might not value that as much. Zhengjiang, but not a bandit. Okay. Zhang Fei ranks up. I think we actually... I mean, I don't think we'll split him and Guan Yu up. So I'll just get the speed boost and try to get final rush. Zhao Yun joins, comes on cooldown, brings us a fan. Baby protector. He needs the blue blade for this, because he used it in the novel during the Battle of Changban. Morale when defending. Okay, we're gonna have to redo the army soon. Once we have an extra army slot, we don't.
万物失节。
It's a good opportunity.
飘飘诚然，便知关某心秉忠义。
So they have 3,000 troops. How many units are here? Just 150 on each of them. It's crazy. That's a hefty garrison. 14 units, 150 a pop, 2,100 unit just in that group. I mean, alright, we don't have a lot of choices here. We just have to win. That's a lot of units coming in. They're going to come in pretty fast, so we can't beat this group early if we can. I mean, even then, we don't want that. We want to kill off that group. No, no, no. Do not step into that. Alright, we're just gonna quickly spam those. Reclaimers are a little bit more difficult to kill. I mean, if anything, we want to wait for our cooldowns to come back on before we try to kill this thing with our generals. The circle really paid off in the last battle. This is a new replacement general, so he should be full health. Okay, they used their abilities. We're gonna get out. We're not gonna stay there and fight them. Their morale's low. We might charge them a couple times. Might actually just, yeah, get them to rout, pick them off. Are we going to chase them this... Okay, the good news is their morale is actually super low. Like, we touch them and they kind of vaporize, which is kind of good, but there are just so many of them. We should go near them and give him the boost. We'll take a look over there later. Just gotta kill off this cavalry. It's so little. There's no reason why we can't just kill it. Liu Bei needs dueling wins as well, so we're gonna try to keep him here. This way they give the bonus. We'll see if we can run some delays with Zhang Fei. Can we route you? There we go. Alright, we're gonna take a look back here. So this circle is kind of out of position. Oh, that was fast. Can we get back to our horse? I mean, as much as I want you to just kill... Actually, just kill them first, and then we'll move you. Zhang Fei's gonna have a problem with his morale. They don't actually have any cavalry, so you guys can go here. The two healthier guys here. You're here. Flank out that way. I mean, Gui has a lot of health. I think we're okay. They're still not done bouncing around each other. Cool. We don't want him trapped in the middle of this. Let's see if we can do that. They're in their circle. Peel this way first. Don't want to bump into that. Crash them in here. Alright, got rid of the cavalry. Let's mount and run away from the enemy infantry. This is not where Zhang Fei should be. Okay, they absorb them. Flank out. Okay, one over here, one over here. Are we on our horse? Yes, we are. Let's leave. Go over here. Gotta move them up. Try to flank. Alright, got the crash here. Move, move, move. Actually, why don't we just crash down over here with Zhang Fei? Yeah, Zhang Fei might go down, but I think this charge should be enough to wipe out this group. Get the mount. Go kill the chanters. Kill this. Chase. Alright, comes back. Help us charge the peasants. See if we can split the cavalry. We want the cavalry to pull away from this mess and then charge other places. We got the full surround on him. Stay here. Get surrounded. Buy some time for us. He's getting pulled, which is good because we want them to get pulled. Huang Yun needs to come back here. Liu Bei needs to just get out. Give him a target to charge to. Okay, so Zhang Fei went down here, but I think that's okay because we got the route on these two. Get the kill here. Help here, help here. Pull them away, I don't want them to fight the enemy spear. I want them to charge this. Nobody breaks. Pull him back. They probably have to chase. Get a cavalry here. Yep, helps to be unbreakable. You can have them come back. Come over here. Kill their captain here. Pick up a target, pick up a target. Just hold them until we're done over here. Charge them from behind. Everyone charge here. We got this. Alright, once again, we have to try to chase. Because there's another fight after this. Over fatigued. We're not going to be able to pick off a lot of them. Unfortunately, not enough. I mean, we wish we can kill all the garrison, but we can't. I mean, we need to get them down to like sub 15 to get the wipe. Alrighty. I mean, the casualty ratio is off the charts, but still pretty tough. We're gonna take the replenishment again. While you rank 4, we'll take the unstoppable. We'll put the new item on him. And it's the set bonus, so even better. This time we'll remember to switch. Oh, they gave it. Okay, we're taking it. You know, Cao Cao gets the Qingzhou unit's victory through an event. I feel like we did all the work against these yellow turbans. And they actually felt like a horde. We do pick up Luan very timely, because we're about to pick up the construction and the bonus for Grow Your Economy. And we should be able to build some pretty nice things with the 10k we accumulated from post-battle loot. Okay, so this is all good news. We just have to now fight Cao Cao after this. Trade agreement. Still can't trade with Cornwall. It's kind of weird. I don't know why we can't do it. This value is just way too low. 55? Like, I'd rather not trade. We have one slot. $7.8. It's not going to go any higher. We're going to take this now.
欢迎，请进。
We got into a war with Cao Cao because of you, so we're gonna get paid. The 80 points of relationship is paying right here.
你的提案不错。
And right here, it's actually gonna have a lump sum payment too. We can only get lump sum for this, which is fine. Just gonna double check that he doesn't have any items. It's not too bad considering that we don't really have a army at all at this point. I think we want to wait until the faction support bounces back to do anything with the units. So we'll leave things be. Yeah, I think we're happy with where things stand. We still have the debuff for now. That might be why we have 55 on that trade, because we are down trade influence. So he's getting all the split. It should bounce back next turn, and we'll take a look at the value. I'm still convinced we should be able to trade with Coral. I don't see how this is not connected. I mean, if they want a port, I guess we have to pick up Dong to be considered, and that's a port too. Why can't it be? I mean, you see the ferry crossing. That should be a road access. We have two of them. But anyways, let's see next turn. Alright, wasn't expecting this. Zheng Jiang's army pops out of the fog and is hacking our settlement. The good news is this is not a walled settlement, so I could potentially just loop her here until our main army comes back. Or we don't cheese, let her have it. Ruins are let your economy grow setup, but I guess it's fair. And right away we get a new scheme. So we do have this bonus, but we don't get to build in law. And she also downgraded it, which really hurts us. We'll just focus on the buildings over here. Now, our assignment actually punishes commerce income, so maybe inn is not the right choice right now. Maybe we want to go private workshop first, and then go back to the inn with the fourth building. We can also do land development, preparing ourselves for the possibility of losing Hene, because Cao Cao has an army across the border. I'm gonna take the risk. We'll go with this. Base income is still really good. Should have swapped back to Guanyu. This swapping is super annoying. We lost out on a little bit of replenishment. I mean, actually a lot of replenishment because the population was going to give us some bonus there. But now that she downgraded it, not ideal. Oh, why not? Let's take this all the way. And this can be even cheaper.
天佑圣贤。
We're going to be here a few turns. I have the money to get some better cavalry unit here, like cataphracts, for example. Just don't know if they're worth it. Might be better to get a few more infantry. Like, we're playing into this militia idea, which I guess it works if we're spamming armies and we just have a bunch of militia. It doesn't really work when we just have one army. But I don't think now is the time to change things. We just need this army to really bounce back on their feet. Alright, we're just not going to recruit anyone new. I think we just stay put. I don't want to pay for that. I think we're satisfied with this result. Let them make their next move. Alright, looters are spawning. They are giving up on the replenishment to loot us. We're gonna get 2 of these. And just wait another turn. Doesn't feel like they're coming for us. And hopefully one of them will step up and actually go attack them. Yeah, this trade value has bounced back to a reasonable level. We weren't going to get much here because we already had a per turn payment set up anyways. Just a little bit of extra income. Wait till this drop below -15 or above -15 and then it should be a little bit better. Alright. Okay, good for Yuan Shu. We have more pressing issues. That's not a bad passive. Like feature administrator? Basically 15% discount plus sentinel. Might be worthwhile. We'll let him sit in the pool for now. We don't even have our first administrator position yet. The problem is, not only is this full stack here, Cao Cao's main army also passed through vision, so he's probably somewhere over here. There's another full stack, so we got company. Oh, Citrus High. Someone who also died quite young. Cao Cao's favorite strategist before Guo Jia joined. Yeah, Guo Jia joined because Citrus High died and Cao Cao was looking for someone to replace him. It's funny how he's here early. Not gonna move. I don't know if this army's still here or not. Not gonna take any risk. I'm just praying Cao Cao's army doesn't sail across. Because then we just have the port, and that would be terrible. I have one last turn of this bonus. I'm tempted to go for the upgrade. Let's do it. It's a gamble, but we have plenty of
无
cash.
惧万难。
Let's continue. All right, so Cao Cao's army popped into the water. Looks like they're trying to threaten our farm. We can have another war. Wait, Yuji? Lei Ting, which means like a zone of thunder. We gotta pick him up. Just to see these two actives. My god. Does he turn himself into a juggernaut? Right, he pays health and shoots out a cone of fire? Alright, that's become the new mission of this campaign, to get Yuji. I mean, I kind of like the fact he's a sentinel, but another thing that would have made sense would be a strategist. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit with the unity, with the satisfaction. I think we're almost ready to move. Yeah, we'll move next turn. And I think with Cao Cao, what we want to do is try to peace out. Right, you can see this value is actually not, it's actually pretty bad. The shift in power is actually horrendous. If we're going to lose this anyways, right, we can maybe try to use it to get a piece. We would have a food issue. I probably have to cancel that upgrade. All 5 food comes from here. So that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. But we're gonna lose it anyways, right?
有话快讲。
If he can stop scheming us, and we can use that territory to somehow get a peace deal, I think it's worth it. We have 2 weapons that we don't need. This one has very fast speed. 7 point. Okay, so we pay him in cash, basically. It's only 1.4? I will drop to -2 food, which is a problem. I can try to solve the food problem after we solve this war problem. Oh, that's his cash. I have actually quite a few thousand. Not cheap. Definitely not cheap. 8K. I mean, it's only about half of our income. Dropping the food is the problem. But we really need this to be part of the peace deal. And then we can focus on Zhongjiang after this. Alright, we're gonna do it.
估准了。
And then we'll figure out how to get our food back. This is only gonna get better. Okay, at least this is positive.
朋友，别来无恙。
He only has 1 food. We're gonna let this keep upgrading. It's fine. We can wait till next spring, pick up the reform to get +4 food. That might be the best solution.
步步谨慎。
Okay, she's just defending here.
言之有理。
That's fine. Yeah, we'll keep this because I don't want to lose the discount that we had on this, and we'll try to think of a different solution.
自行无身，千善改过。
This way he's much faster. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see. One more turn till we can get that reform. Not interested.
廉洁奉公，英勇奋战。
Do we perhaps siege but don't fight?
扫清天下。
At least for a turn. How many turns till they run out of supplies? One turn. Okay.
天命在此。
There's a chance she comes out and fight us right away. Our supply can hold it.
杀！
I'm gonna have Liu Bei lead.
释放愤怒吧！
It's the capture that we. I mean, we don't need it now because we're not taking it this turn. Do we have any win commanding bonuses? We don't. Zhang Fei might actually be the one. Yeah, Zhang Fei should lead on this turn.
主公，俺听你的。
We could just take this peace deal. It's positive now, yeah.
很荣幸
And get 2 food from him. Along with some cash. Quite a good deal. Alright, we're in a much better situation, especially if we can take this back. Alright, this is not a collision that we want to see on our borders. I did miscalculate. I thought they were going to come out for sure. But because they didn't, I probably would have been better off equipping him with some military supply boost, for example. Because we were bleeding through the winter. That was definitely not helpful. 15% commerce, 10% commerce. Yeah, it's better. Oh, we can get a boost to authority? Can we get a temp? Doesn't move the needle. Well, now they're gonna start attritioning. So I'm expecting them to come out. Or it gets even easier for us.
拼死一战。
That's a bandit. Pass. We're gonna get the food boost because we need it. I didn't want to cancel this, so we're gonna keep this going. Alright, let them come out, please. She wants to peace. So maybe now fight? Oh, they took the attrition. I mean, we're out of supplies too. So we have to fight next turn, but at least we get this chunk of attrition. And I'm guessing peace steal is a sign of weakness. If we can delegate it, I probably will delegate this, because it's going to be a really messy fight. And with this supply situation, the army needs to rest anyways, so it should be fine. Just make sure we remember to put Liu Bei as the lead before we take the fight. And it should be all good. Oh, that coalition. Oh, we got the inheritance from Tao Qian. This is clutch. And we get the Path of Glory really quickly because we got all the free land. Get Liu Bei to join our confederation or confederate him. This is easier said than done. Picked up 2 bonuses, 3 bonuses there, 2 more there. Zhu didn't join us right away. Interesting. I mean, we will take him. Where's your sister? Oh, that's a glitch. That also looks... Oh, is this a clone issue? Lady Gun is here, so this is also our wife. We got Tao Yin and Tao Shao, who we will both fire. Oh, let me see. Their bonuses... Most likely we'll be firing them. Okay, we're gonna switch Liu Bei. It's perfect. We'll just take the win. Ooh. She's a faction leader. She'll never join us, but we can pick up the Red Sister. I think it's execution time for the Bandit Queen. Of course, we can try to play the long game where we release her, wipe out her faction, or hopefully someone else wipe out her faction. She joins someone else, and then we capture her again, and she comes to us. I just think that's very unlikely, and we should take our win and take the weapon instead of take the character. Okay, and plus they're still on our borders, so weakening them is actually good because they're far from being wiped. We picked up quite a few properties. We will sort them out. We have new holding. We're gonna have to wait for this army to bounce back. Probably have going to switch over, but the save is right here. They kept the Yellow Turban building, which is great. We're gonna switch this to our building as well. We picked up some good sources of food that will sustain us, and this will get the upgrade through, so that's perfect. We'll get this marriage set up with Lady Gun so that we have a wife. Her bonuses: if spouse's faction, if minister, or this if she's minister. Not a great wife. I'm having second thoughts. Maybe we wait for Lady Mi. Like if Miju's in the pool, maybe Lady Mi will come in the pool soon. But I don't like the fact Miju's artwork is broken. That's very sad. Sun Qian also didn't come to us. Wait, there's Gan Mei and Lady Gun. Oh, this Lady Gun is Tao Qian's wife. Wrong person then. Gan Mei's who we're looking for. This is who we're looking for. Wait. She's infertile. Who are these boys? Anyways. Yeah, looking at the faction characters, I don't see the ones we want to see. Zanbai is also out there. Formerly Tao Qian's flag, but now it's a different flag. Miju has our flag, means he's in our pool. Mat, he went far. Liang rebels. What? Lu Zhi is with Wang Quan? Where's Lady Mi? I don't see Lady Mi. Okay, so we don't know where she is. Could be a mystery. We'll see what happens next time. We'll incorporate these territory. Things look pretty good. We're basically at war with just Zheng Jiang's faction, right? We have another war with Yuan Shu, but Yuan Shu is also farther down south, so we don't even have to worry about that. He's over here, so we don't have to really deal with him. Zheng Jiang's willing to end the war. We're not. I think we want to move the army down and just take them while they're still weak. Take the temple at least. Xiapi, Pengcheng. Should be easy fights. Like maybe Pengcheng becomes a little bit difficult, but by that time our army should be pretty well bounced back. And we'll go from there. If we want the rest of the Xu province, we probably have to take on Yinshao and Chenggui. And we want Zerong's Donghai as well. So there's still plenty of fight down south, but that's where we're shifting. And things look pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!